So I promised you a treat, didn't I? Well, on Saturday, legendary vocalist Sibongile Khumalo will feature in a live virtual concert that will be shown to local and global audiences. Fans can watch her perform on WatchaTV Virtual Stage. The streaming platform enables artists and content creators to generate income from their live streams, store it and promote it to resell. Let's discuss this further. Then I'm joined by Dr. Sibongile. He's with WatchaTV, as well as the lady of the moment herself, Sibongile Khumalo. A very good afternoon to you both. Sibongile, I see you're keeping warm there. Are you ready for tomorrow?
I'm keeping, yes, I have to. Woo, child, is it cold or is it cold? I have to keep warm, yes. I am ready, and I am ready for tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the adventure. It's a new experience for me, as you can imagine, totally uncharted territories, but I am looking forward to it.
And what are the changes at an artistic level that you sort of have to adapt to versus in preparing for a virtual performance, for example, versus the traditional stage where we would gather at a park to witness you in action?
It's exactly what you're saying. I mean, you know, to be in a room only with yourself and your fellow musicians and nobody else, as though you're recording an album. But the difference here is that you're in that room, you're on that stage with your colleagues, and there's somebody else out there listening to you, hopefully appreciating what you're doing. And I guess it's a mindset switch, really. It's almost like being on the radio, or I guess even on television, and just imagining that there is somebody out there listening to what you're saying. And it's a bit daunting, but exciting, very exciting as well.
And Dr. Story, let me bring you in. How do you begin to convince someone of Sibongile's stature to go along with this world of new imaginings?
I must say, yes, very good. You know, that's where I wanted to start, and you're asking me the exact question. I prayed, to say the day I asked Sibongile to be on the WatchaTV Virtual Stage, the only answer that I need to get is yes. And I think my ancestral encounters and engagements really paid off, because tomorrow we are having Sibongile Khumalo live and direct on WatchaTV Virtual Stage with her trio, and I'm so looking forward to it. I'm not going to sleep tonight.
And Sibongile and I were just speaking about preparation. What is the level of prep from WatchaTV's side to pull these off? Because you've done quite a few already, I understand.
For us, the most important thing is that there should be no glitches, because we are live, and it's not like it's a pre-recorded a show that is then streamed later. There must be no glitches, so that people that have made an appointment to watch this show don't shout at us. Because we know that everyone is now already saying, I heard some people saying that we are preparing, we'll be cooking, we'll be sitting at home in the comfort of our living rooms, and a drink or two, and then wait for Sibongile. So nothing should go wrong from our side. Technically, we just want everything to be perfect.
And Sibongile, when we talk about this COVID-19 pandemic, the experts are telling us that we could be in this difficult position for at least another 2 years. It could change the way we do things permanently. At an artistic level, again, how do you feel about this sudden change that's been thrust upon us?
You know, when you talk of something being sudden, it really has been sudden. But then I suppose being an artist, and maybe it happens to other people as well, but being an artist, you literally have to think on your feet. As a jazz musician, when you improvise, for instance, there's information and knowledge and a vocabulary that you have that you then draw on. And in this case, we've never needed to be on a virtual stage as a permanent feature. But you have to be thinking on your feet. You have to be working with what you have been given to adjust. So it's a serious adapt or die situation. And if you don't adapt to it, I suppose it means no livelihood ultimately. But I don't think many of us want that. So because we don't want that, you find a way of making it work for you. You find a way of putting yourself into that position as a performer that says, I have a story to tell. I have something to share with people. what do I need to be doing to make sure that what I need to share is shareable? If you're given a virtual stage, as we're being given a virtual stage right now, then you find a way of working with the virtual stage. Like I said earlier, you know, if you're a radio person or a television person, you know there's an audience out there. Or there are people out there listening to what you're saying. So I suppose as performers also, we have to begin to think in those terms. We have to begin to imagine what it is like to have that one person who is likely to be listening to your performance. You imagine them, you engage with them. When you want to smile, you don't get all sterile and stiff and think, oh, nobody's watching me. I can start scratching my ear, or I can start picking my nose. Or like, no, people are watching you. So you need to behave yourself and engage and just be there and be present.
And it's safe to assume then that your dogs are quite musical, because we can hear them getting their vocal warm-ups in the background there.
It's my dogs, actually.
Oh, so Dr. Sole, you're the one with the musical dogs. I want to talk to the point that Sibongile was making about how artists, at the end of the day, need to eat even though we're in lockdown. How do we take these performances that happen online now and turn them into a profitable gig?
I guess that was really the idea about the WatchaTV Virtual Stage. It was to say we must start to begin to imagine new possibilities under these difficult circumstances, and to actually accept that when we speak about the fourth industrial revolution, it's actually here now, and we must now live it, and that we must not go sulk in our corners and say, no more shows, Cape Town Jazz is cancelled, this concert is cancelled. People can still be entertained in the comfort of their living rooms. As Sibongile was saying, we are talking right now, you are there, we are here, we can see you, you can see us, so we can still see a show. That's why you actually go to a movie to watch a film that was shot a long time ago. We are not even in the set, but we are sitting in a theater watching it. But what is important is that the artist must share in the income. The WatchaTV business model is very simple. It's 50-50 on income generated from the sales of the show. So if Sibongile Khumalo has got 10,000 people at 50 rand, times that, there's a lot of money divided by 50. By 2. Everyone works home. We cover our costs. The question is that people must warm up to these realities. Okay. They must support and watch the artist.
Sibongile, we have to wrap, but I might get into trouble with this. I know it's a controversial one, but any chance we can get a taste of what to expect?
Oh my word!
Yeah, Tando's Groove.
That's a controversial question. It's a little bit of something old, and it's something old, as in music that I've sung before, and a little bit of something new. What is the like? When I'm okay, when I'm Musa, Vigela Cositelela Baba, Kinisa Banga, Kinisa Ukolombi, Gensangitlale Egu Kanyandi, something like that.
And you have warmed up a bitterly cold Friday. Sibongile Khumalo and Dr. Sibongile with WatchaTV. Thank you both for being on ENCA this afternoon.